Hello, welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with a weekly reading for the week of November 16th. As always, this is a general collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I feel like this card is a hint for this collective. We have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So it's my card of someone who has gone through or is going through some pretty significant heartbreak and betrayal. What message do you have for the folks in this collective here? The Knight of Wands. So it's funny, when I was just shuffling, after I shuffled, I saw the Four of Swords peeking out from the bottom. So it feels to me, here, that's so funny, it just came back on the bottom again. The Knight of Wands feels like quickly moving away from that. So I feel like if you're in this collective, you are kind of in the process of rapidly moving away from whatever that heartbreak or betrayal energy is. So I feel like if you're in this collective, you most likely have kind of started feeling that energy passing for you. I feel like it's pretty fortunate to have the Ten of Pentacles here. So that's my card of kind of having it all, right? In the traditional tarot, it's like the card of having the family, the legacy, like the wealth, right? So there's a lot of security and stability here, just on like a generational level. This feels nice. I'm wondering if there's like a family dynamic here. Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. So I don't know if this will resonate for everybody, but something that I'm picking up here is that that Three of Swords energy might be around something that's happened with your family. And as I was kind of like muttering that to myself, the Queen of Pentacles came out. So it could be someone, honestly, like a child who's had issues with their mother. I'm kind of getting that here. It doesn't have to be the case for everybody, but I know that there's at least a couple people watching this who that is the case. But again, I feel like these cards are very fortunate. So if you are in this collective, there's like a lot of yellow energy here. So the yellow is like one of the really auspicious colors of the tarot, right? The Knight of Wands can be like a little bit hasty sometimes, but I feel like I'm really more getting the energy of just something moving quickly. So whatever that kind of difficulty is moving quickly away. I'm really drawn to like all the yellow here, and even like the circle motif, right? With the pentacles, and then that sun has like the circle on it, and even his little, the salamanders, that kind of fiery energy on his, I don't know what you call it, like his tunic. They're making little circles. So I don't know, I just feel like this family healing here for this collective. I don't think this is a very complicated message. It feels very joyful, and it feels really fortunate. Kind of like a mending or grounding coming in of that healing. So on the bottom here, we have the Page of Pentacles, again with that child energy, and again with that pentacle energy, right? I feel like there's a big family gift here for this collective. This is a cool energy. I really feel like it's as simple as that. That's the message. So if this reading is for you, I feel like you will already know that just from listening to the last 4 minutes of me reading those cards. So I don't know, often when I'm pulling readings, this is kind of the side that shows me like kind of the issue or the present energy, and then this side kind of shows me like the solution or the advice that the universe is kind of offering for you. But it's just really funny because I feel like there's no issue here. Like if you are in this collective, I feel like you've already kind of done the hard work of resolving whatever this issue is, and at this point it's like letting in the joy of this family energy, this abundance energy, this safety, this like, how do I say this? It's like that, that feeling of generational wealth, right? So like you kind of having been born into a lineage where generation after generation after generation, there's been, and it might not even be actual physical wealth, right? But like it could be stability. It could just be like emotional stability in your family, right? Like maybe your family is not super toxic and you are fortunate enough to have a family that like communicates and solves problems together. I mean, to me, that's like a huge gift of emotional wealth, right? So some sort of wealth that or abundance that doesn't necessarily have to be related to money here, in terms of your family. I'm also feeling like, I don't know if this will resonate for folks in other areas of the world, but in about like a week and a half here, we have Thanksgiving coming up. So it's making me wonder too if some of this family stuff is coming up because of the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday, if you live in here in the US. It just feels really joyful. I don't know that I have anything else to say about it. It just feels really nice. Do you have any advice for the folks in this collective here? So we have the Eight of Wands, incoming action, incoming communication. Incoming joy and stability and abundance. This is like a funny reading. I don't know. I think the universe just wants to let you know to let it in. That's funny. This one wanted to show earlier too. So we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like let's do these two first. Incoming communication to the Ten of Swords. I feel like this is the energy of that Three of Swords. Sorry, I said Ten of Swords. This is not the Ten of Swords. This is the Nine of Swords. I feel like this is a similar energy to that Three of Swords, and I'm almost being drawn to like 3 times 3 equals 9, right? I don't know. It almost makes me feel like if you're in this collective, you're like upset about something that's not real. So it kind of feels like being worried or upset about something that isn't actually true or is like maybe based on a misunderstanding. Because I really am feeling drawn on that card to like, yes, this person is crying and sad, but there's like no real threat. It sort of is just like these worries, these swords kind of like hanging over their head. But I'm just feeling this energy of a miscommunication or a misunderstanding. So I feel like that Eight of Wands, I like that energy here because it's really like determined and it's really a very focused energy. So I feel like that communication, and it also with this Ace of Swords, I can't help it. These two cards kind of surrounding this Nine of Swords really feels like incoming communication that's like really clear, really focused. And with that sword here sort of helps like slash away any miscommunication, any misunderstanding that might be causing you like any sort of worry or anxiety. I feel like this Two of Pentacles, especially today, is showing me that like go with the flow energy. So a lot of times this can be about balancing, but I really am drawn to him just kind of going with the flow. Like even these ships on the sea, they can't control the ocean, right? They kind of just have to go with the flow. So I've been working through flexibility a lot personally, and I'm feeling that energy with this card that like just go with the flow, whatever this communication is that's coming in, whatever this clarity is that's kind of clearing up this misunderstanding, just flow with it. Feels really nice. Speaking of going with the flow, we have Temperance. That's cute. I like that. Yeah, this is like, we have like almost the whole Pentacle family. We're only missing the King at this point. It makes me feel like I should shuffle more. We'll see if he comes out. So the Temperance card I feel like is the same. It's that flowing. It's that sort of alchemy, that balance. Maybe there is a balance element here because we do have both of those. But I'm like hearing in my inner voice, go with the flow, and like really just being flexible about it. The Knight of Pentacles feels like grounding and gaining stability in like whatever the actual truth is. I really do feel like this is someone who's had like a family conflict, and family energy for you might not be your biological family. It could be kind of like your chosen family, you know, your friend family, that kind of stuff. So take it how it resonates for you. I even just heard in my inner voice, like your work family, right? But like really grounding into this safety and this truth of like this joy, like whoever these people, whatever this kind of unit is, this family type unit in your life, it's very joyful. Oop, didn't mean to bonk that. Speaking of grounding, it's very joyful and it's like very fortunate and good. And there's like a lot of good that like comes out of these relationships. This is like a fascinating reading. I feel like that's literally the entire message, is just whoever you are, there's like some sort of misunderstanding or miscommunication that's causing you to feel sad and anxious, but it's going to get cleared up here, and I feel like it's going to make you feel really safe. All right. A bunch of cards just came out, but it wasn't the king. So I don't know if that's relevant to anybody, that the King of Pentacles is not present. He's like the only one that's not. But I feel like the Sun is a child in this. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Wands. Yeah, that feels like super complete. I feel like that was the fastest and easiest reading ever. I'm looking for... I think I took the deck that I want and put it in the other room. So we will do some Moonology cards. I feel like this message is coming up especially because of the holidays, because there's like so much joy and like camaraderie and support and peace and love to be had in these relationships. I feel like the universe is sort of just encouraging you to ground into the truth of that. This feels like a very healthy, like, family unit. We got a couple. We got the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Yeah, I love that. I feel like that's what I'm feeling, is that the end of this kind of angsty worry energy. And I genuinely feel like if you're in this collective, it's truly just a misunderstanding that's happened. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, I love that. I feel like whatever this incoming information is that's represented by that Eight of Wands, it kind of fills in the picture for you. So like maybe you only know pieces of the information, which is why you're feeling anxious. But then when you receive this communication, it kind of fills everything in for you and you're able to get it. Do you have any other? I feel like there's maybe one more message for this collective, but maybe not. Yep, there it is. Oh, there's two more. All right. Adjustments are required, third quarter moon, and expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. I love that. I feel like this adjustments is speaking to what I was saying with like this Temperance and Two of Pentacles energy, where it's really about going with the flow, like really just being flexible here and allowing like this incoming truth or clarity to really just, to shift you, to be able to shift with that. Expect powerful change, yeah, because you're moving from being in this energy to like this joy of being with this family unit. It's like really super lovely. And the stability too, right? That feels super complete to me. So I hope that was helpful to anyone. And I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.